last second entertainment. Uh, Straight off the bat, I do apologize. There might be a little bit of an echo in here, but this is the room that is going to become my new studio. I figured straight off the bat, just move some stuff in here for the 3D printers, and I figure I'd just take it along for the ride for also setting up the Kobra 2, which is already in here, and getting it working. Basically, part 2, and show you the room. Yeah, don't mind the mismatched floors. So this was probably, I want to say 2-3 months ago. I ripped up the carpeting here. Really, really long story. Not gonna get into that as to why I had to, but that's what I found. Been living here 6 years. I moved in this place back in late 2019, so you can, the summer of 2019, you can do the math. I had no idea this floor was like this. But anyways, so just kind of, as you can see, kind of like how it's going to be. Where is it? Ah, right there. More shelving for it. So yeah, there was those things. Ripped up a bunch of them around the wall here. Got more here. Eventually, so here's the printer. So yeah, this shelving here is going to be, well, it's technically a drafting table. Eventually, back up a little bit more here, okay. Yes, there is, my laptop is what is going to be running that. That is a gaming laptop, mind you, a very, very powerful gaming laptop. That cart was actually meant for the MakerBot to sit on, but that's a later story. Eventually, there will be a table right here for that to sit on with a chair. Eventually, over in here, there will be a whole desk set up, all that kind of stuff for that also to sit on when needed, for me to do streaming and some other stuff. But eventually, like, right up in here, yeah, right there. Right up in here, I want to put a rack for filament to sit on for the Kobra to use, so I can just spool it down. Filament dryer, I might try to figure out a way to mount several up there. I don't know how the fuck that's gonna work, but either way. So, but moving on. So I already have this thing, I already had the slicer programmed for something. This is the first time I've ever started this thing up. So, take along for the ride, see what happens. So, this little dude. Now, right here. Oh. Technical difficulties? I don't know. Troubleshooting time. Alright guys, so this is just a little bit later, about an hour or so. So what I found out is it does work. It's not, broke, anything. So what I found out, very, very long story short, is the wiring in this house is, like, I've known the wiring in my house is kind of weird. So this house was built in 1955, finished in 1956. Way back in the day when wiring regulations for these houses were not anywhere near like what they are now. This house still has all of its original wiring. So the bathroom, right behind that wall, right there, okay, is a bathroom just on the other side of the wall. The GFI outlet, okay? So we all know how modern GFI outlets work. They have, the input, they have their negative, and then they have an output side with a sense on them and some shit like that. They can run, a string of outlets that would be connected to that. So basically you only have to have one GFI outlet instead of multiple. You just have basically pseudo GFI outlets along its line. Well, this entire room that I'm in runs off that one GFI. So we all know how that works. That thing right there draws more power starting up than that GFI can handle amperage-wise. So that thing starting up kicks the GFI in there. And how I figured that one out was, well, by that thingy right there. That is run to a plug out in the hallway that is not connected to the GFI. I just did that as testing purposes. I am not going to run this printer in this room at all. So, I will be back in a couple hours. Obviously, this is all going to be one video. I'm not going to split this all up. But this is just going to be kind of take you along the ride of getting that damn thing working and printing today. It's probably going to be much later, tonight, but at least it'll be printing. So, what I'm thinking of doing is, I do have another room in my house that I don't use. It's just basically just a gigantic storage closet. But I can actually move that desk down there. It's going to be a pain in the balls to get that thing down there. All these things here are going to stay up here. Basically, this is still going to be my studio because there's not going to really be much power being drawn off this shit, so this will still be storage for extra stuff for 3D printers, stuff like that. Still going to be my normal studio once everything gets in here. It's just, I'm not going to have my 3D printers in here because the wiring of the house doesn't allow it. But, so, I'll see you guys back as soon as that printer is down there. See you then. Alright guys, so here's the update. So now I do have all this down in a completely separate room where I'm not going to be tripping a fucking GFI. This, obviously, a little bit of bullshit over here, but might need to rotate your phone, but this is what I'm dealing with. All sorts of storage units, all that kind of stuff, shelving. Honestly, it's not all that really bad. It's actually pretty, comfortable area to be using for something like this. Obviously, right on the other side of this little closet thingy, don't worry about that, is my bedroom. I preferably don't really want to have these things down here, but because of just the way the wiring in my house is, it's kind of fucked up. But let's get back to what we're doing. Yeah, glare. So, English, global, that'd be mine right here. I'll be back real quick. Let me punch in the passcode to my Wi-Fi. Actually, scratch that. It does not seem my Wi-Fi at all. Let me figure this one out. Okay, so I finally got it connected to my internet, which, come to find out, it surprises me, but it also doesn't at the same time. This thing only supports 2.4 gigahertz. So, like, my ass had my router set up for 5 gigahertz, which is basically all I ever use because of the ultra fast connection that gives me almost instantaneous video loading. You can game on it a lot better than 2.4 gigahertz. But either way, yeah. So it's now connected to the internet, and the touchscreen, in my opinion, it's actually, fairly good. It's a really nice touchscreen. Yeah, it's super nice. But yeah. See what this does. Actually, I might want to yeah. Be right back. So yeah, it actually decided to start doing something. So I fed the wire through. Got the little tester thing that did. Ran up through there, shoved down in there. She's now. So the bed temperature is up to about 60 C. We're just over. And it is now doing all of its little homing. No idea what it's doing here. So I think, yeah, these are a little loose. Troubleshooting time. So yeah, now it's doing this. I forgot how far that thing has to move back before I put it on here. Yeah. So right now it's doing a little touch off that does. It's doing the automatic bed leveling. There's some kind of little nozzle wipe thing it's doing. Pull that junk out. Doing this little touch off over there on a little wiper thing that has there. And mind you, this bed it is very warm right now. Not sure currently what it's doing. But we'll see. Okay, it's doing the probe. Now, this is very interesting. Now, I may have to move that table over there behind me, which is probably what I'm going to do as soon as I get done with this. I wanted to have it here on my table, but I completely forgot how far this bed has to move back and forth. But we'll just let this thing get done and I'll move it over there and I'll show you guys. So yeah, I'll come back to you as soon as this thing's done. Alright guys, so I moved it over. It got done doing all this stuff. I found something out very interesting about this thing. Okay, so it's now sitting over here. Okay. Plug you guys here. Okay, now there's something in this, the settings of this thing that I think is absolutely amazing. Right there, move. I've never seen, okay? You literally get a control panel to move this thing in any which way that you want. Move up, down, on, and watch this stuff. Okay, let's hit 50 right here. Okay, so watch this stuff here, okay? Hit home. The head moves. Okay, bumps itself off of that a little bit, okay? Now, this is one thing I want to see here. If I have to move this thing, I will, okay? Move it right here. So I can go all the way back. Okay, now that we have, now it knows where it is, okay? Watch this stuff right here, okay? You can literally move this thing as much as you want. You can do. Come on. Come on. Okay. You hit home again on it, and it'll go back to home. Like, I've never, like, this is beyond amazing with what, and this is last generation. Okay, now, hit that. So, now that we have this, okay, now it's on a table by itself, where it's not going to hit anything. Let's get this thing printing something. Alright guys, so I just sent over this. So basically it's a PLA, it's a bed scraper designed by Anycubic. So, the way I have this thing set up is basically it's a LAN printer. Because I don't have a long enough cord to run all the way around my desk, all up, along, through, down, whatnot, and connect to that. Sitting right there now. It was pretty stable. Shouldn't really have any rocking issues, whatnot. So right now it's currently heating up the bed plate to 60°. Then the nozzle temperature just skyrockets the moment the bed temperature is up to 60°. I might have to dial in some stuff on it, but it's my first time running this thing, so I figure something dumb and simple. So, I'll right back to you when it first starts printing. Okay guys, so this is the first print on its way right now. It's doing its normal little touch-off thing that I believe a lot of these newer ones do. They kind of do like a quick calibration to kind of figure out, like, even though you may do like a yeah, a level adjustment to it. I still believe it does this for some odd reason. I don't particularly know why. Oh, I think I know what this is. I might have to do something about this. Yeah. So, I'll let you know as soon as this is done. Well, everyone. First successful print of a brand new Kobra 2 Max. And, printing quality is actually quite good on this. Like, really, really fucking good. But, obviously, yeah. There we go. See, the underside of it's kind of wonky. I figure just over time I can work that out, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain. This is much better print quality than that damn thing. I still love that thing, but it can be a pain in the ass. But first successful print, and it made its own tool. So hope you guys find all of this either entertaining, helpful, you know, the like. But yeah. Um, quick note here. Any support that you guys could give me, my link tree is in the bio. Uh, whatever support you guys can give me, either just a like, follow, always appreciated. And if there is more you guys feel generous enough doing, just check out the link tree in my bio. Self-explanatory. Uh, I'm not asking for anything. It's just if you guys feel generous enough to help out a small creator. But yeah, Wildlands Entertainment, signing off.